So now we got to think about who could Makhachev fight. Now, I'm going to be honest. From listening to what from listening to what the Triceratops said to TMZ, I don't even know if he knows who Makhachev is fighting. Things were left kind of vague, a little bit cryptic, and he might, be in a position where he has to pretend like he knows. But I'm going to tell you what I observed. When he was talking with TMZ, he seemed almost giddy. He seemed very happy. And that immediately made me think, this might be Usman. The matchup might be Usman. I can't imagine any other instance in which Triceratops would be this happy. And of course, it's because he has two dudes that he represents fighting each other. It's double the money. It's like, and I don't even know if this is legal anymore. I think they phased this out, and I was trying to get my real estate license a while back because that's what you do when you fail at everything else in life. And I failed at that too, by the way. The test was too hard. And there's gatekeeping, man. You got to have like $5,000 to even get through. Anyway, back in the day, real estate agents, like when they both sell a house, they help their clients sell their house and then buy the house they get into. I don't know if you can monopolize like that anymore. I think they changed it. But anyway, that's kind of like what Triceratops is doing in this situation. And I'm just bringing that up because of his face, his expressions, his tone. This does not seem like something that he was talking about resentfully, begrudgingly. It seemed like something that he was enthusiastic about. And this would not surprise me. And before you start, look, I'm going to give you different options right now that I have for different reasons or different thoughts that I have on different matchups. So, this isn't going to be my narrative for, the duration of this video. But I wanted to spend some time talking about Usman because I think it is a definite possibility. I'm not saying 100%. I could see this. I got a tip off. This is happening. I'm just telling you, I watched a video today with Masvidal, and he was talking about how he is chatting with the UFC, and they sent him a text message saying, welcome home. They're bringing him back. They're negotiating with him at a high enough level that made him say, chale, to the MVP card. Apparently, he was supposed to fight Nate Diaz. And when that didn't work out, when he said no, then they got Mike Perry. It was supposed to be a tri-match. It was supposed to be their third time meeting. And Masvidal turned it down, and he's going back to the UFC. Masvidal. I think the UFC brass negotiating with Masvidal to bring him back. Like, here's something you got to consider. It's not a dude that's been in the UFC. He's been on the video game cover. He's had crazy, flash knockouts. He knows how to cut a promo, and they're just hanging on to him, letting him do his thing for dear life. This is a dude who's like seemingly, by all appearances, has been out. And we thought, he's done, right? We're never going to see him back in here. Them saying, welcome back. Let's keep you away from going to another promotion. They're courting this individual. It's not like he's just lingering and they're like, let's tie Tuivasa this dude. There's enough people that still like him. They're saying, welcome back, come back. Don't go over there. Come over here. So I don't think we could be so 100% against the idea of Usman because of inactivity, because of fighting style, because of ranking. Tell me this. How inactive has Masvidal been over the last couple years? Oh, we thought he was retired, right? That's how inactive. What's Masvidal ranked? Oh, nothing? Right. And you got the UFC saying, come, baby, come back. Jorge, come back. That's what's going on right now in the minds of the UFC. We need to get this guy back. Well, maybe they're smartening up a little bit. Maybe they're starting to realize people like what Netflix is doing. People are nostalgic. People want to see entertainment, whether it's just purely from social media, from the promos, whatever. But with this dude, fighting as well, Masvidal is an entertaining fighter. But my point is, I know there's a lot of people that are going to be very quick from every angle to shut down the possibility that this could be Usman, when look at the kind of conversation they're having with Masvidal. Think about all the up-and-comers from every there's MMA promotions popping up all over like just these little blackheads that are just inescapable, bro. They're sprouting up everywhere. There is a multitude of MMA promotions to pick from. These hungry contenders foaming at the mouth to make it to the UFC. These young people, these powerful people, explosive people, undefeated people. And they're texting Masvidal. They said, hey, Masvidal, you still got that robe? Hey, Masvidal, you still got that Scarface suit? Did you have to return it to Party City? Did you leave the tags on? Does it still fit? It don't fit anymore, right? You still fighting at 170? You still willing to weight cut? You see these dudes we have been having passing out, falling face down, prostrate on the floor, right in front, like if they're charismatics. Are you willing to do that again? He says, show me the money. And they said, oh, we got it. We got it. Because we're not giving it to anybody else. We got it for Pereira. We got it for you. Who else do they got it for? For Ilya? They don't got it for many people. But they got it for him. They didn't have it for John Jones. They didn't have it for Ronda Rousey. I don't want to get off track. I saw Triceratops talking to TMZ. And he seemed happy. And in his position, I would think he's happy because he's making money. And it doesn't matter what Usman is ranked or how inactive he's been. This is somebody that a lot of people consider to be, a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody, I'm not saying it's unanimous, and I'm not saying that it's a fact. I'm just saying there's a lot of people who believe that he, if not is the greatest welterweight of all time, is definitely one of them. And that this might be his Lifetime Achievement Award type of thing here. And a lot of people think that Makhachev is the greatest welterweight of all time, if not, or, one of them, if not the, which is shameful, because I'll give you my take real quick on this. I said this before, and I think it might have been during a live stream, that this era where people, they'll work their way up. Maybe they'll work their way up in the lightweight division and they'll have 5, 6, 7 fights, maybe 8. Some of them have a crazy trajectory, Charles Oliveira or whatever. They're just fighting everybody, fight after fight after fight. And then finally one day they get the strap. They become champion, And then some of them have, it's respectable enough. Some of them will have 2, 3, 4 defenses. Some of them will have 1. Some will have 0. And they just jump straight to the next division, straight into the championship fight. They didn't work their way up. They didn't fight any contenders. They just went straight to the top. And I think that's shameful. I don't think that counts. I think it's way too easy to go to the top of the next division and maybe, and I'm not one of these dudes, styles make fights, chale. Go home with that. Get out of my face. If styles make fights, hey, make your style better. Get more well-rounded. I don't like this. Oh, that's a bad matchup. This would, no, I turn it down because of this and that doesn't line up and that would be a boring fight. Get better. Fix your style. Get more styles to your smorgasbord, But if it just so happens that some dude is a fantastic, world-class, unbelievable type of grappler, and he's fighting a dude that's like, I've never grappled in my life. Oh, now you're going to have 2 bouts. And that means nothing because you didn't really work to get it. So, that's my way of kind of taking down Makhachev a few pegs, I guess. But a lot of people do already act like he's the greatest. So that's an opportunity for that to happen. And there's reasons that the UFC would use that have, they will completely overlook any objections to Usman being in that position.